Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the boss called Astel, Stars of Darkness in the Yelough Anix Tunnel found in the Consecrated Snowfield in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses and finally demigods and legends. Astel, Stars of Darkness is in the lowest tier, field bosses, and is the end boss of the Yelough Anix Tunnel dungeon in the southern part of the Consecrated Snowfield. Like most lesser bosses in the game, defeating this one is optional in the sense that it is not required in order to progress the main story. At this point in the game, I still remember Astel, natural born of the void whom I fought in the Grand Cloister, as one of the hardest bosses in the game. I'm sure much harder ones are still in my future, but as it is right now, that was a very memorable fight. This boss is very similar to that. Judging by the name, they may be 2 variants of the same celestial being. I'm not a huge lore buff, so I wouldn't know for sure, but they certainly look very similar. Astel, Stars of Darkness is apparently supposed to be the harder of the 2, even though the first one was a legendary boss and this one is only a field boss, but I guess it depends on the level you are at when you reach either of them. The only real difference I noticed in the fights was that on one of my attempts, when he teleported away and would end up behind me to grab me and eat me, this version of Astel would duplicate himself, so there was an entire circle of Astels all around me, all of them grabbing at me. I didn't survive that, and I have no idea how I would have. Fortunately, he didn't repeat that scumbag move on the successful attempt. I decided to call in Black Knife Tish for assistance on this one. I would have called her in from the start, but I messed up and spent some focus on nuking with Bolt of Gransax, so I didn't have enough to summon her. I didn't want to waste a flask at this point, so I waited until I had spent all of it before I drank one and summoned her. I'm not sure how big a difference she really made, but just someone taking some of the boss's attention away from me felt very helpful. Unlike some other bosses, it didn't feel like she completely trivialized this one though. The boss has several highly dangerous moves, such as medieval laser beams, long-range tail lashing, and even summoning void meteors. The most dangerous one is still the grab attack I mentioned before, which usually happens right after he teleports away. When I fought the previous version of Astel, I found that just sprinting off in any direction would usually avoid it, as he would just barely miss the grab. If he does manage to grab you, it's usually death. I have fairly high vigor at this point and I have yet to survive it. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapon is the Guardian Swordspear with keen affinity and Thunderbolt Ash of War. In this fight, I also used the Bolt of Gransax and the Black Bow for some long-range damage. My shield is the Great Turtle Shell, which I mostly wear for the stamina recovery. I was level 154 when this video was recorded, which I think is a bit high for this content, but it was still a reasonably challenging fight. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Astel, Stars of Darkness video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!